Hey guys, it's Jen and I'm back. So it's been a while. I'm not really sure what happened. I just haven't felt like filming any videos, so I haven't been. I don't know, I haven't felt like myself lately, and I felt like I just needed a little bit of a break, so I took one. But hopefully I'm back now and will be filming, and you should hopefully see some videos coming from me in the near future. So first of all, I would just like to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I was actually really happy when I saw that. I didn't ever really believe that I would actually get to 100 subscribers. So that's pretty awesome. So thank you to all of you who watch my videos. I appreciate every one of you who watches them. So even though I haven't posted any videos in a while, I have been reading. So I read 9 books in the month of August, and so far in September I've read 6 books. So that's about normal for me. My average is about 2 books a week, so I'm still getting there. I should have 8 books by the end of September, and that's 2 books a week, so it's normal. It's just videos that I haven't been making. So I guess I'll just get you caught up with the books that I read in August. So the first book that I finished in August was The Glittering Court by Richelle Mead. I gave this book 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I really like Richelle Mead's books, and I'm really looking forward to the next book in this series. But I did really enjoy this one and look forward to continuing on. I swear, like, Richelle Mead's one of my auto-buy authors, so I pretty much like everything she writes. The next book that I finished in August was Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's Outlander. I loved it. It's the 3rd book, so I don't really want to say a whole lot because it would just be too spoilery for the first 2 books. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I really enjoyed it. Plan on reading the 4th book as soon as I can. I don't have a copy of it. I'm going to have to get a copy of it because, yeah, it was, I need to know what happens next, essentially. Just how it ended, it was just like, I need more. The 3rd book that I read was an audiobook that I listened to. That was Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. I really enjoyed that book. I gave it 4 out of 5. It wasn't really at all what I was expecting because I didn't really know what to expect going in, but it was really good. I don't really enjoy mysteries a whole lot, but this one was a mystery that I really enjoyed. So if you're not sure if you would like a mystery, because I mean, for me, I always find them really predictable, but this one wasn't that predictable, and it was about a bookstore, so it was kind of win-win. Next book that I listened to a lot of books in August, you're gonna find, because what I've basically been doing other than reading is I've been playing World of Warcraft again because the expansion came out, and I'm really enjoying it, so I've been doing that in my spare time. But while I'm doing that, I do listen to books, so that's why I've been getting reading done. So the next one that I listened to was Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I've tried to get into Robin Hobb's books before, but I've never really known where to start. But I was recommended to start with Assassin's Apprentice, so I did, and I really enjoyed it. I give it 4 out of 5. And since then, I've actually already read the 2nd book as well, but I read that this month in September, so it's not going to be in this wrap-up. But essentially, it follows a young boy who is a bastard, and he's the bastard of a prince, and his grandfather just drops him off at the gates one day, and is like, I'm done with him. The prince can look after him because I can't afford this kid. And then the king decides to train him as an assassin. So that's what happens. And it's just telling his story. It's a great epic fantasy. I love epic fantasy. I've been really into a lot of fantasy lately. Seems to be like an occurring thing, like over the past year. I've read a lot of fantasy. I think like 50% of the books I've read this year are fantasy. So I have no problems with that. And I am really glad that I enjoyed this one. So the next one that I read was I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I gave this one also 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't really sure what to expect going in because I had heard it was good, but I didn't really know a whole lot. But this book made me cry so much because there's just too many references to, like, I don't know, I'm like super emotional lately. Um, so it made me cry, but this one, it follows, it has alternating points of view between two twins who don't really talk anymore, and it just shows what happened to make it so they don't talk anymore, and I just really enjoyed it. I like reading contemporaries sometimes. I don't read enough contemporary, I feel, but it's just, I don't know. It's hard to find the time. The next book that I read is my most disliked book of the month of August, and that was A Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hooke. I have wanted to read this book for the past 4 years. I've owned this book for like the past 4 years, and I was so excited going in, and I just hated the main character. I don't know what it was. I just hated her. I thought she was an idiot. So it really ruined my experience with this book. I'm going to try reading the next book because I did kind of leave off okay. Like, it left off with me wanting to read more, but it just couldn't redeem it. Like, the ending couldn't make up for the lackluster beginning for me and Kelsey's stupidity because I thought she was an idiot. I mean, she is looking after a tiger, yes, but after a week of looking after this tiger, she's like, you know what, I really think that I have this bond with this tiger, so I'm going to stick my hand in this cage and I'm going to pet him. I'm just like, okay, you've known this tiger for a week. You can't trust it. It's a tiger. But she feels she trusts it, and it just goes on from there, and she makes stupid decision after stupid decision, and she made me so mad. But I read this one for my book club, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped. So I'm hoping I will enjoy the next book. Then I read The Magicians by Liv Grossman. I read this one because Becky over at Beck's Books really enjoyed it, and it sounded really good, so I decided to try it, and I really enjoyed it, so I gave it 4 out of 5. I felt like it was like a mashup of a little bit of Harry Potter and a lot of Narnia, but it was really good. So I will definitely be recommending this series to my friends. I already have, and one of my friends is really interested in it, so I think she might read it. And then I've actually already read the second book of this series too, because I enjoyed it so much that I didn't really want to wait, because sometimes I'll read a book and then I'll wait forever to read the next book, and I just didn't want to wait for this one. So the next book that I read was also for a book club, and I also didn't enjoy it as much as I had hoped to, and that's Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I gave it 3 out of 5. It was just really slow, I think. Like, I really enjoyed what happened, but it was really slow and hard to get through, and like I was listening to the audiobook of it, and I had to stop listening to the audiobook because it was just going so slow. I don't know if it was just I couldn't speed up the audiobook like I normally do because I was using a different app than normal, but I don't know, it was too slow for me, and so I started reading I started reading my copy of it, and it was still slow, so I don't know, it's just a slow book for me, so it lost a couple of points for being slow, and there was a couple of things that were kind of iffy, but overall I did enjoy it, it just not as much as I had hoped to. And then the final book that I read in the month of August is Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. So this one is based during World War II. It actually, I found it really good, really awesome, because I started reading it and I'm like, this name sounds really familiar. And I had read Salt to the Sea a while ago, and I went and I picked up my copy of Salt to the Sea because I was reading, and I realized that the cousin she's talking about in Between Shades of Grey is Joanna from Salt to the Sea, and Joanna had mentioned her in Salt to the Sea, so I thought that was pretty awesome because it showed both of their journeys, which both were freaking devastating. Like, I can't even imagine having been alive during that time and having to go through all of the things they had to go through, like the things that they saw. It's horrible. Like I did cry, I cried reading this one as well because how can you not cry reading a World War II fiction? Because I mean, something bad's always going to happen. But I gave it 4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5. It was almost a 5-star for me. Not quite, but I did read Out of the Easy in September, which I'll talk about in September. So I've read all of Rita Sepetty's books that are out right now, and I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because I really, really love historical fiction, and I do not read enough of it. But this Between Shades of Grey was really good. It was hard to read, but I really enjoyed it. So I think I flew through it in like a day or two. I can't remember, but I read it really fast, and I just want more. It's morbid. These books are awful, but I just love reading them. I don't know what it is about World War II fiction, but I just love reading it. I guess it's just, I don't know. I have a lot of empathy. But anyways, that one I gave 4.5 out of 5, and I will definitely be recommending all of her books because I've enjoyed all of her books so much. So those are the 9 books that I read in the month of August. I will be doing a September wrap up at the end of September. Still a couple more weeks, so I got time to finish a couple more books. And I will be doing a book haul because I've accumulated like more than 10 books over the past months. So I'll just do a combined book haul of August and September, and hopefully I have a couple of tags that I've been planning to do, so I'll have some videos coming up. It's just I'm having a hard time getting around to filming them because my daughter has started school and my 2-year-old is stressing me out so bad. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. He went in from being like the sweetest kid ever to like a terror. He broke a TV we bought after 4 days, and we couldn't return it because it wasn't covered from that kind of thing. So we just had to write off like a $500 loss of this TV because he decided to hit it. This is like right after I broke the old TV. Like it was my fault that we had to buy a new TV. So I don't know. I can't buy another one right now. So that's it. He turned into a brat. I don't know what happened. But that's basically what I've been dealing with for the past like month and a half. I've just been in kind of a funk, not really a reading funk, like a life funk. So let me know down below how you've been over the past month. I've been trying to keep up on people's videos, but it's kind of difficult. I still have a lot to watch. If you like this video, leave a message down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!